If you've ever asked yourself, why do you still feel tight, even though you're doing stretching and all the things, it's most likely you're asking stretching to do something it was never designed to do. Stretching is there to create an opportunity, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it often feels like it isn't working and what you need to be doing in order to hit your goals. So when we go looking for information on stretching and mobility, it's a very confusing world online. We see you should stretch, you shouldn't stretch, you should do mobility instead, strength training is just as good. The problem with all this information is all these different types of exercise, stretching, mobility, strength training, whatever, they're all designed to do different things. They're all biased towards different adaptations. I've spent years helping people across a wide variety of sports, and one thing I've learned over the years is that stretching isn't failing on people because they're doing it wrong or stretching doesn't work. It's because they're asking stretching to do something that wasn't designed to do. A lot of people will do their stretching, do their work, and then a couple of days or the next day they feel like they're tight again. So they feel as though stretching probably isn't working. The thing is, the job of stretching is to give us access. So when I'm thinking about this stretching gives us access, an analogy that I like to think about is a ladder. So getting access to the top, getting through this range is something that stretching gives us temporarily. If we want to then use that range of motion in real life, there's other things we need to do. For example, if we want to climb that ladder with a load, we need to make sure we're strong to this full range, like we have strong rungs in the ladder. If we want to move through there quickly, we also need to train that. These are all trainable things because range of motion is different in different scenarios. Stretching opens the door to access. It's what we do next which determines whether or not that door stays open, both in terms of longevity of your range of motion, as well as what you're going to do in the real world with it. We also need to understand that stretching is a skill, and I mean that on a variety of fronts. One is we need to know what it is we're trying to stretch and what we need to manipulate within the body in order to ensure we're targeting the correct part of the muscle and the tendon, as well as targeting that in 3 planes of motion. And we also need to be aware of the intensity that we need at a certain point in time. So it's something that you're very new to. Ideally, we're going to come into a stretch pretty relaxed because we want to teach our brain not to have some sort of fear response to it so that we can start to get into further ranges of motion. Once we have crossed that threshold, intensity is very important in terms of making some longer lasting change and teaching our nervous system that we can start to use these ranges of motion. So when we come into a stretch, we're not hoping to get permanently flexible as a result of it. We need to ask, what opportunity have we created for ourselves depending where we are on our stretching journey? Are we now looking to add some intensity? Are we looking to add some strength and add some movement? It depends on what you have gained at that point in time and where you're at in terms of your goals with your range of motion. In most cases, stretching is going to be step one of a variety of things you're going to need to do in order to hit your goals. Stretching is there to give you access. It's what comes next that makes it meaningful. At least that's certainly the case with the people that I work with, because for me, the goal isn't just to be flexible, it's to use range of motion in real life and ensuring that your body isn't an obstacle in the things that you want to do. We want to create athletic longevity, and this is one of those steps towards doing so. So if stretching is only one tool, how do you know if it deserves a place in your program at the moment? Or how do you know if all the huge variety of things that you see online deserve a place in your program? That's what we're going to be talking about in the next video.